All right, well, the Nintendo Direct is almost here, and 55 minutes from now, we'll be watching it together. So if you are watching the past broadcast, be sure to skip ahead by 55 minutes if you would like to see it. I like to come back and add timestamps. Sometimes I'm not able to do that because I will be doing another stream today as well, just basically covering and discussing and talking about why we all want Destiny 3, sort of on the cusp of the big Destiny update that is dropping today in Destiny 2. So sometimes I'm not able to add those timestamps. But we are hearing that the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake will be closing this 50-minute Nintendo Direct. So this could be some pretty big announcements. Probably maybe see a little bit more of Star Fox as well. And I don't know if the Mario remake that we heard about could be there. We heard rumors about a Mario 64 remake. We will see if that makes an appearance. I typically don't do a lot of Nintendo Direct coverage, but it is showcase season, right? I mean, it's it's the time to drop some big announcements, and people have been kind of waiting for some big mainline property from Nintendo after Mario Kart kind of kicked off the Switch 2 launch. So we will see if they have anything major or significant in this Nintendo Direct. Again, it is showcase season. We've just come off a week of PlayStation State of Play, Summer Game Fest, Future Game Show, Xbox Showcase, the Gears of War Direct, and then the PC Game Show. So, good time for some of these games to come back out. Yeah, people in chat are saying Duskbloods. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I still have my own concerns about Duskbloods with respect to performance. I'm not too confident in that game's ability to run well on the actual Switch 2. There's been sort of a continual, delay of big third-party games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 due to the limited performance. We saw those early looks at Elden Ring, and they just did not look good. It's not a very performant machine, and the other thing to think about is they're not really known for their netcode and their online games either, so we will see how it works. Noctis88 comes in. Han shot first, and so did you. First gifted member of the day. We're a little behind pace, but that's okay. It's Tuesday, and to unlock that Saturday night stream, where Madam will continue her journey in Destiny 1, we will continue that this week if you guys manage to unlock that. Is there going to be a wait one last thing moment here or no? The rumor is that the game that will be closing out the Nintendo Direct is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I've got my Zelda shirt on today, the Breath of the Wild, because, let's try to manifest it, right? Let's try to manifest it and get it ready to go. So, as you guys are coming in over there on YouTube, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. Make that your ritual whenever you come to these live shows. It really does help us meet new people. Somebody says, I agree on 007. I'm not sure what you agree on. What are you agreeing to? I'm not sure what somebody said. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2. Yeah, we're hearing Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2. There's like something planned with those on like PS4, PS5, and the Switch or something. I don't know. I saw something on Twitter about it. No 3D Mario. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure, what their plan is with that. Did you see Black Ops and Black Ops 2 could be coming to PS5? Yes. Shut up and take my rupees. I would be Ocarina of Time, as Ginger would say. That's right. I'm not really sure what they would do with Ocarina of Time. Are they just going to remake it? Are they going to, are they going to expand it and give it like a Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom vibe? You know what I mean? I just don't know. I have not played Ocarina of Time since I was a kid, so it's hard to remember just how big the game is. I thought you were talking about the 007 port. I'm guessing you may have mentioned COD now. I came back at the very end of it. Oh, I mentioned in passing that games coming to the Switch 2, they're continuing to come late. And I'm not really sure what the issue is there. I don't know if that is is it the performance of the device? Did they not get the dev kits in time? Are they encountering performance trouble? Personally, my theory is I think a lot of the third-party companies would like to be on the Switch 2 because they know just how big it is going to be in the market. But the problem is that they're probably running into performance issues. the first time that we saw footage of Elden Ring on the Switch 2, it didn't look that good. It looked kind of bad. So Ocarina of Time isn't that big of a game. If you played it a few times, it's like 14 hours. That's kind of my thought and my question. Would they go beyond remake? Would they do like a reimagined Ocarina of Time and make it bigger and longer and have more stuff? I'm not sure what they would decide to do there. Probably a dev kit thing. We know those were sent out super late. It could be the dev kit thing. I mean, again, conventional wisdom would say it's also just the fact that the Switch 2 is not very strong and games are really, pushing for graphics and performance now. You look at games like 007 and stuff and they look really good. Yo, Hissing Badger, thank you for 10 stream streak. And thank you, Rope, for a 30 stream streak. I just now saw that. Thank you guys so much for the support over there on Purple. I heard that last part about Elden Ring. I think that particular port will be fine, or rather, it can be considering how it runs on the Steam Deck. Joker Quinn comes in, bumps the line by 1 with a gifted. Thank you so much. 77 on the week on a Tuesday. We're in a good spot, close to pace. We want to end today at 200 to be on pace for the week. And we will be doing a second stream after this to show our solidarity for Destiny and the community there. Even though we won't be able to play the game, we'll just sort of sit in orbit, and it should be a fun time. It'd be nice to have a totally reimagined remake, bigger world, all the goods. That's what I mean. I'd be curious to see if they would do that. I mean, they're kind of doing that with Star Fox, are they not? Like, is Star Fox a one-to-one remake, or isn't there more stuff that they've done with it? I thought that I'd have to go back and look now. It's been a while since I looked at the details of Star Fox. What's good, Feed? I see you in the chat. Feed's over here on YouTube without a badge. We should fix that. We should also fix that like count. Let's get 100 likes, y'all. There's almost 300 of you here already. Let's get ourselves to that first like milestone of the day. Sit in orbit like the old days. That's pretty much the plan. We're gonna show our support for the game and the franchise, regardless of if we'll be able to play or not. That's just not something we have any control over. But future game, future, expansion of Destiny 3, whatever you want to call it, could certainly go pretty hard, I think. I mean, that's my personal theory. We're not going to talk about that just yet. We'll talk about that later, whenever we're streaming for that. But we're covering the Nintendo Direct for June the 9th, 2026, and should be good. We're hearing about a Zelda Ocarina of Time remake that will be closing out the show. So appreciate you guys being here in the chat. Dono's just grateful he finally gets a showcase that starts in the morning. He doesn't have to do a countdown for 8 hours. This is true. Some of those waiting rooms were tough, man. I would put the timer on and I would look over and see like 7 or 8 hours, and I'm like, oh golly. Would love to know the story of how the whole got there. Oh, the animated GIF in there. Angry Pete gifts a member and gets us to 78 on the week. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys' continued support of the channel. We are trying to get to 600 paying members on YouTube, so we're at like 550. We actually gained some last week, so consider clicking the join button, or the join command has been used in chat. It says join the channel members. $5 a month gets you in to the Discord as well. Let's see here. I'll be watching the Direct because that one usually has a couple of announcements that aren't part of the World Direct. Oh, the Japanese Direct. Oh, okay. Any leaks on Smash Brothers? I haven't seen anything, but I don't really follow Smash Brothers as a franchise. So if you follow people that cover that on Twitter, there is the possibility. That it shows up or something. I've not seen anything though. Even though I don't really cover or Smash Brothers or Nintendo, usually stuff like that will hit my feed, right? Usually stuff like that will land on my Twitter feed. So not really sure if you're going to see anything from Smash Brothers today. I was just checking the feeds just to see, so I was a little distracted. Sorry. What are the most realistic but high expectations for this Direct? The big high expectation is that a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake will close out the show. That's kind of the big one that we're hearing about. So it'll go live here in 45 minutes. We've been live for about 10 minutes, guys, so thanks so much for tuning in and joining us today for our Nintendo Direct co-stream. Dude with the drum set jumps back in as a member. Thank you for renewing and getting us to 79 on the week. What are you guys hoping to see today? Breath of Fire, since Capcom be killing it already. Capcom is just, they're having a crazy year, aren't they? My golly. I mean, Resident Evil 9 and then Pragmata and then Onimusha is not even out yet, but the demo is great. Noctis 88 didn't just kick off the day with a gift. Did they renew their own for 35 months? I read that Fable is getting a gameplay presentation tomorrow. It is, and we will be covering it. I'm not sure what time that is. I want to say it's at like noon. I think it's at noon. But we will be covering that tomorrow. We didn't really get a look at gameplay during the Xbox showcase. That's something I've been kind of critical of. I think those trailers are a little too heavy on the simulated gameplay. Hidden Siryu with 25 months gets us to 81. We're still basically a 20 bomb away from the first milestone of the day where I will owe you guys a member. Every 25, I gift one back to the community. I know I'm not going to see it probably for a long time, but I want to switch to OLED. Yeah, I think the biggest problem now with the switch to OLED, we haven't seen any leaks or contracts for OLED screen production. That's usually a pretty good indicator that one's being made. We haven't seen that. And I think a lot of hardware plans are in flux right now. Mainly because the memory crisis, you know what I mean? Or Windows. Soon as I do that, the Steam applies because of cross save. It was Hang on. I was getting a question. Somebody was suggesting a way to play Destiny today, and can't do it. It's not possible. We've thought of every way to try to do it. Let's see. You can hear you. Okay. Does anybody in chat think there's a new Smash reveal? Somebody was asking if there's been any leaks about a new Smash game, so I'm interested to see if the graphical revamp of Ocarina in any way hints at the next mainline Zelda installment. Yeah, are they gonna? That's what I'm wondering. Are they gonna like basically give it the Breath of the Wild treatment? That I am curious about. Yes. If this Nintendo Direct is a banger, I'm gonna go buy a Switch 2 today. What if you wear a fake mustache? Nah, that wouldn't help. Red, white, and blue, meaning Nintendo Switch, PC, and PS5. No room for green. Yeah, I mean, if you got a PC, that's fine. You don't really need an Xbox if you got a PC. Smooth Jazz with 37 months and a member plus. Thank you so much. Pokemon Winds and Waves teaser. Oh, yeah, that's true, because the Pokemon Winds and Waves game is like next year, is it not? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a teaser that just has like 2027 at the end of it or something like that. Smash is getting a movie in the future. I mean, that's going to be a cameo's dream. There'll be so many cameos in that from all the Smash games over the years. We're super close to the first 100 likes, guys. Thanks so much. We've only been streaming for about 15 minutes. You guys are crushing it. If this, okay, so, yeah, is anybody right now, what if you wear a real mustache? Yeah, I do. I have a real mustache right now. Kingdom Hearts 4, a man can cope. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts copium. I need somebody to explain it to me. I do. I look at lots of franchises and games, and it clicks and makes sense. I'm like, I get why people like FF, Final Fantasy or Persona or titles that I'm not like super into. Yeah, there you go. A mustache on top of a mustache, Omar. I've never been able to understand the rabid fandom for Kingdom Hearts. Like, I look at it and I'm like, I don't think it looks bad. But the love for the game, it's like you guys are about as crazy as the Bloodborne guys. You know what I mean? You guys are about as crazy as, I mean, really, any of the most rabid fans out there. You Kingdom Hearts guys, I don't get it at all. I don't understand it. I am not being a hater, by the way. I am not being a hater. I can look at franchises that I'm not enthused about, and I can sort of understand it. I can piece it together in my mind why it's popular. But Kingdom Hearts has never added up to me. I was like, I don't understand. I'm seeing adults in their 30s and 40s, like, dying to play a game as Mickey Mouse. No shade. No shade. I just need it explained to me. It has good lore and story. Listen, okay, I'll play it whenever it finally comes out. I mean, you guys are trying to will the thing into existence for a while now. Seawolf Sim says, you had to be there at the start. I bounce on birth by sleep. Huh? Excuse me. You grew up on Kingdom Hearts? It's a high-quality FF story. The deal is that it appealed to the Disney fan, so you get the Disney adult and Final Fantasy fans combined. Okay. What's good, gangs? How are you? As a diehard Kingdom Hearts fan who's been playing since the first game, it has a top-tier story, and the combat is amazing. You can set it to the hardest difficulty, and it feels like a Souls-like. I thought it was a turn-based game. It made Disney cool, says Wired Robe. Don't forget it's Disney, which are rabid fans, as well as Final Fantasy. I mean, I think you guys are making it make sense. Oh, it's an action RPG. I always thought it was turn-based for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. I've never played one. I just see, like, you know, animated GIFs and pictures and people trying to manifest the next game. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You guys know me. You guys know me. I love a good action RPG. I mean, if I'm playing as Donald Duck swinging a key, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, dude. You know, if they finally make it and it finally comes out, you know, I'll take a crack at it. We'll see. We'll see if it can't win me over. I think you guys are making it make sense, though, because the Final Fantasy fans are a little crazy. You guys are a little, you know... I got Jess Capricorn on my Twitter feed, you know, going crazy over Sephiroth and Cloud's pecs. I mean, you guys are a little insane, you know, and we need a little crazy now and again. It's good for us. But yeah, definitely making it make sense. The crazy Final Fantasy fandom, you put that in a blender with Disney people. Because, listen, you Disney people are crazy, too. You know, I love you, but you guys are weird. You know what I mean? Y'all are weird. And I'm not against weird. I'm not against weird. Weird is okay, but it's a little weird. You know? Like adults wearing Mickey Mouse shirts and Mickey Mouse hats and going to Disneyland without any kids. You know, that's... You are not my people. You are not my people. And that's okay. That's okay. We need diversity in the world, you know. We need different strokes for different folks and all that. Kingdom Hearts, it tickles the nostalgia because you get to visit worlds from Disney movies that you grew up watching. Yo, good morning, Damien. You're right, it's weird behavior. Yeah, and then listen, I've got nothing against y'all. You know, Disney adults. I mean, you make me a little uncomfortable, I'll say it. I'll say it, you make me a little uncomfortable, you know. Dwayne with 49 months in a VIP, thank you so much. Morning, y'all. Smash that like button. Nixon 5. Go Knicks. And thank you so much, OD91. I appreciate that so much. You guys are the best, man. Keep it going. Keep it going. I hope the Knicks do. I hope they do well. You know what I mean? I hope Patrick Ewing still sinking baskets or something. I'm just kidding. Man, I don't watch, and I haven't watched in a long time, so more power to you. By the way, happy Destiny Day. I'll be showing my support by playing Marathon and Marvel Rivals. Well, there you go. You and the other 10 people that decide to do that today, you can get into matches with Mile and Fuzzy. You'll probably play every match today with him. It'll just be you and him and like 10 other people. Omar coming in with a 50-month renewal. We're now 15 away from the first milestone of the day. Beating Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts was my biggest accomplishment when I was 10. That's what got me into playing games on harder difficulties, and eventually what led me to playing FromSoft games. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. It's not about Disney. It's more about Final Fantasy Disney. Oh, Disney's just a backdrop. Now you're making it make sense to me. Like, I wondered. I never understood it. I was like, y'all are crazy. Y'all really want to play as Donald Duck. I'm like, all right. Y'all are like, dude, give me some Mickey Mouse. And I was like, I don't understand what's happening. Destiny 2, 100,000 players on Steam. Oh, they already have 100,000 players on Steam? Let's see here. Destiny 2. What are you talking about? There's only there's like 3,000 people on right now. What are you saying? Oh, are you making a prediction? Oh, it's your prediction. I was like, what the heck? I said Steam charts is either broken or you're hallucinating. Okay, you're making a prediction. Got it. I hope D2 guys have their victory today. We're gonna do our part, the very little part that we have to throw behind it. I think the Disney adult was born from the loss of Toys R Us. It's the last place we 80s kids can somewhat relive our childhood, with or without children. I mean, yeah. I'm just going to go into Destiny 2 Orbit, Al Pastor. I think we'll have Madam load the game up. I'm not going to play on her account. I'm not trying to ban evade or promote ban evasion, but just so we have, Orbit behind us. Yo, good morning, Silver Subaru. How are you? Kingdom Hearts story and lore have loads of detail, and it feels rewarding when it hits your feels expressly. Kingdom Hearts 2. If you do want to play the games, I recommend playing them in the timeline order. Lono, they implemented the Disney characters well, trust me. Listen, y'all, I'm not hating. I asked for an explanation. I think you guys have given me a very good explanation. You basically took two pieces of rabid fandom and you put them in a dadgum blender. You know what I mean? Just don't let her handle be visible on screen. I mean, that's kind of unavoidable when you're in orbit. I don't think I have to worry about that. I want to see more news on Orbitals. Oh, yes. I would like a release date for Orbitals. Madam and I are getting very close to the end of Lego Batman. I think we hit like 35 hours last night, and now we're just clearing the map. We finished the story, I think, at like 20, 25 hours or something like that. So, yeah, we finished the story, and now we're just clearing the map. So we'll need something co-op soon. I don't know if that Orbitals game is going to make it this year. Yeah, it'd be great if today they give us a release date. I thought it looked great. I think even if it's not for you, you can at least walk away with a slightly higher opinion of the games than when you started this convo. Yeah. I already have a greater understanding for why the frick people love the games so much. They're so Final Fantasy adjacent, you're basically getting a baked-in fandom. Orbitals is still summer 2026. Yeah, well, give us a dadgum release date, man. It's June. Lono, if you were to ever watch the opening to Kingdom Hearts 1, it will click. Simple and clean. Hikaru, I don't know, Udata Hikaru's song from the beginning grabbed us from the moment it started. I'm a fan of Kingdom Hearts, and I can't recommend the spin-offs. The spin-offs just are not fun, says Clevelando. I use YouTube for all the lore on the spin-off games because, unfortunately, they are all vital to the story. It's more than FF. Well, I didn't say it was just FF. It was just, but it makes sense, right? When you have that level of baked-in fandom, your game is going to have a pretty promising start, and it sounds to me like they built really good games. You know what I mean? It makes sense to me now. It's like, you guys aren't like, oh, dude, I can't wait to play as Mickey Mouse, bro. Mickey, my homie. Like, you guys are like, dude, it was a really, really good Final Fantasy game with, you know, with Disney characters in it. You guys are saying the story's good, the combat's good. Like, you know what I mean? If that game would have just dropped and not had been like Final Fantasy adjacent, I don't know if it would be where it is today. Does that make sense? If you're looking for fun co-op, V Rising's on PS Plus. Yeah, Madam and I wouldn't vibe with V Rising. I appreciate the recommendation though. Two hives you don't go against: Kingdom Hearts and Persona. They will come for you. Donald Duck is the GOAT healer. I just love that Kingdom Hearts has dudes talking like that. You know what I mean? Yo, Mickey's my homie, bro. Yeah, Donald Duck's a GOAT healer, bro. You gotta watch out for Goofy, man. Goofy goes hard on DPS. Donald and Goofy were the team. Do you see what I'm saying? I love Kingdom Hearts for at least one thing. You got grown adults out here talking about, you know, Disney characters in ways that I don't think we would ever have if it wasn't for that game. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody out here talking about Goofy and Donald Duck the way some of y'all are right now if that game didn't exist. Goofy is defensive, actually. You see, it brings me joy. It really does. Like, I love y'all. Y'all are in there. You are in that game. You are in it. You're like, listen, man, you don't understand, man. You weren't there, Lono. Mickey and Goofy and Donald, they are him. Mickey Mouse is king. You play as Sora, a unique non-Disney character. The Disney characters are partners and NPCs, and there is plenty of unique Kingdom Hearts characters as well. I do. I love it. I have a much greater understanding and appreciation now of Kingdom Hearts fandom because I never understood it. I was like, what is it about this game? Like, every single time there's a showcase, man, the Kingdom Hearts homies are in the chat just pleading. What's funny is Mickey is never even in the game. He's in the background doing assassin stuff. Whatever happened to that Disney Extraction game? I have no idea. It's in the vault. It's in the Disney vault. You know what I mean? It's in the Disney vault with all the racist stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're like, this is about as bad as the racist content that we made. We better put this in the vault. Yo, YouTube Lurker with 46 months. I can't support Bungie or Destiny after what they did and continue to do to this community. Man, you got to go with whatever your conviction is, brother. You got to go with whatever your conviction is. I think there's too much good that the game did and gave people over the years to let some of the bad wash all that away. You know, people are sharing their stories and these like heartfelt memories and messages. It's a game that brought all of us together. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't probably be in my chat, you know, if it wasn't for that game. So, but if that's your conviction, man, you got to go with your conviction, you know. Hikaru Utada's Sanctuary broke the internet when it first came out. Simple and clean, and one of the most iconic video game tracks of the 2000s. I want to see Zelda stuff today. There is a rumor that there will be a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake closing out the show, so we will certainly see what happens. If you guys are tuning in right now on YouTube, make sure you've done your ritual of hitting the like button. Let's try to get to 200 likes really quickly. Thanks for a great turnout. We don't cover lots of Nintendo stuff. It's always a bit of a bummer to me to not be able to cover a lot of Nintendo stuff, because I love Nintendo, but they haven't had that strong push, that we wanted to see this gen. We haven't really had that strong push just yet. I think Mario Kart was good. Did you read this article, Push Square? Whoops, Xbox accidentally uploads Gears of War PS5 trailer. Yeah, Aaron Greenberg out here trying to do some heavy lifting on the narrative. He's like, this was not a last-minute decision. And good on Tom Warren for being like, well, when was the decision made then? Because you guys have trailers and assets that are in distribution that say the game was coming to PS5. It's fine that you've decided to not do it, but it seems like it was literally made at the 11th hour. Yo, good morning, Pork Pie. Good to see you. Glad you're covering it. Yeah, I mean, I'm a lifetime Nintendo fan. I am a lifetime Zelda fan. My dad and I bonded over Zelda. We bonded over video games. He would take, it was me, my two brothers, and our little sister, and she was too young, so he took us each on Saturday. We would rotate, and it was when it was your turn, you got to go to Funway Freeway with Dad. And Funway Freeway was an arcade, and my dad was really good at Punch-Out, the arcade Punch-Out, where like the character is like a green wireframe. He was really good at that, and I would play skee-ball. And then when we got a Nintendo, I remember helping my dad with the original Legend of Zelda. I'll never forget it. He couldn't figure out how to get into the new dungeon. And I told him to blow the flute, or it was like a flute or a whistle next to the lake, and the lake dried up. And he looked at me. He's like, that worked. That was a great moment. That moment is like emblazoned on the side of my brain. And I was probably 10. You know what I mean? That was 35 years ago, and I can still see it. I can see it to this day. I can see the big old tube television, my dad's face. You know what I mean? Long time Zelda fan. You know what I mean? Paul Tassi had a good take on Xbox's new push for exclusivity. What was Tassi's take? Tom Warren out here with a clear neck for a change. Good on him. Yeah. The thing with Tom Warren from The Verge, I feel like he does this, and you're like, yeah, dude, he's pushing for answers. But then he'll do stuff like he did with the Sarah Bond piece that just absolutely disappointed me. I thought it was terrible. Overnight in a quiet airport isn't too bad. Oh yeah, I saw your Facebook messages, Derek. Good to know you're moving along. My dad bought me Ocarina of Time and put the cartridge in a Cocoa Puff cereal box to trick me. Fond memories. Yo, dads were good at that back then, man. Are your parents still with you? Yeah, they're still alive. They're still healthy. My dad retired a couple of years ago. Yep. He's still rocking and rolling, man. They're good grandparents. We'll be up there probably like early August, I think. Well, isn't Guild Wars 3 not coming to Xbox? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I speculate this is the Horizon Zero Dawn MMORPG that ArenaNet was rumored to be developing for Sony. If so, Guild Wars 3 could be Sony's first MMORPG. You think this is the Horizon Zero Dawn MMORPG? Homie, the Horizon Zero Dawn MMORPG has already been seen. It's being made by NCSoft, and it's a mobile game. Did you see the dad with the PlayStation and fake cake trick his son? No, I didn't see that. I just remembered how my high school girlfriend got Ocarina of Time for me, and I got to open and play it on Christmas, leave from basic training. I have a lot of fond memories with Nintendo. Like, my dad tricked us with the original Nintendo. He put like a towel on top of it, and then he wrapped it, and we couldn't figure out what it was. We were like all week long leading up to Christmas, like touching the box. We're like, is that it? Is that the Nintendo? Why is it soft or whatever? Oh, it's a fake cake and the PlayStation's inside. And so that was a fond memory. I remember when Madam and I were dating. We were using tracking apps to find Nintendo Wiis, and we found that Target was going to be getting some more. Yeah, I think one of my favorite things is when parents get their kids a gift and the kid's so overwhelmed that they cry. I think that's the best. I love it. Dude. I saw a video this morning of a kid. He got a gold Charizard, and he is losing it. His little brother is crying for different reasons. It's amazing. It's the best clip ever. Like, they're both crying. And they're both crying for very different reasons. The little brother is very, very jealous. That was me when I got my 64. Yeah, when Madam got me the Nintendo Wii, she came over to the apartment and, like, I was asleep. It was a Sunday, and she, like, dropped it on the bed on my feet. And the Wii was awesome. We were in a bachelor pad. It was me and a bunch of other guys, and it was so fun. I mean, that thing was getting played every single night, dude. So many fun games. You know, it was a social console. It really was. It was kind of like the return of, like, everybody in the living room, you know, laughing and playing video games. What's the game playing in the background? This is called the Nintendo Direct B-roll. Like, they're just running B-roll footage while we wait for the Nintendo Direct start in 20 minutes. It was that tracking app that's still around. Same way I got my Wii at Target. Right, scot-free? It was Stock Tracker. It was impossible to get them. And that was how we got one. Because it was like, you would go and they'd be like, oh yeah, we sold out a couple of hours ago. And you're like, oh, I didn't even know you were getting any today. And they're like, yeah, neither did we. My daughter cried of joy when I bought her Princess Peach Showtime 2 years ago. Nice. Yo, good morning, Hilly. How are you? Guys, make sure on YouTube you're hitting that like button. Make sure it's saving your thumbs up. The Wii was so cool. I played Twilight Princess Mario Galaxy, and I think it was called Red. It was a first-person shooter with motion controls. I remember playing Call of Duty World at War with motion controls on the Nintendo Wii, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I was kind of throwing down, you know. But then I ended up playing on the 360 instead. Was Princess Peach Showtime that good? I skipped on it. I don't know what your preferences are. It was a little geared for the young ones, I think. I don't know how much you'd enjoy it as an adult. No offense to anybody who enjoyed it. It was very much a kid's game. You know, my daughter loved it. She went back and was even replaying it recently. So, thank you, Alapark, for renewing your member and getting us to 87 on the week. My dad used to take me to the arcade to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Good memories. It's just the best, dude. I remember waiting like 15 hours in line to get a Wii. My cousin was with me, and he sold his spot in line to buy me Twilight Princess and extra controllers. Now that's a hero right there. Come on. My 15-year-old nephew was happy. I got him the Zelda game for Switch 2 for his birthday. Which Zelda game? Like, Link? Did you get him Link's Awakening? Oh, no. Or the Zelda game. The Zelda game where it looks like Link's Awakening, but you play as Zelda. My daughter didn't like that one. I think the puzzle solving just kind of irritated her. I think she just wanted, like, a more traditional, like, Zelda. And it was, like, constantly having to, like, you know, generate a box or a cube or something. I think it just irritated her. She didn't like it. So... Echoes of Wisdom? Yeah. I don't know if people like that one very much. I don't know how much of a splash it made. My daughter did not like it. So. Just a prediction. I don't really want it. Oh, your prediction is a new Pokemon game? There is a new Pokemon game coming out next year, I believe. There'll probably be a teaser for it at this event. I would expect. I would spend my paper round money on a Daytona USA arcade machine in a bowling alley. Sega better. Now you said paper round. Did voice to text screw you up, Hilly, or is that what you guys call it? And we call it a paper route or paper route. My kids like to call it a paper route because they listen to Henry Huggins books, which are actually voiced by Neil Patrick Harris. He's actually a really good. It's like his voice is perfect. You call it a round, a paper round. You guys have your expressions. Your expressions typically have to do with, like, I don't know. I feel like they have to do with, like, physical space, like the way you guys talk about things. You know what I mean? He was trying to see the way round. You know, I'm gonna pop off round of the show. Yeah, you guys have interesting ways of phrasing things. You Brits. Let's see, paper round here. 2 great memories for me. First, finding out my dad was a goat at Mrs. Pac-Man, and second, my daughter crying when she opened her PS4. Those are good memories, man. Those are good memories. We ignore all the rules and make up new rules to feel superior. At least you admit it. At least you admit it. Lono, how old were you when you realized that Zelda was the princess and Link was essentially the protagonist? I don't know when that landed on me. I feel like I always knew his name was Link. Did they not tell you in the original game that his name is Link? I can't remember. Like the original Nintendo Legend of Zelda, I feel like I've always known that his name is Link. It's super clear when you play The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. It's super clear there. No one reads the intro. Dun, 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 dun. That's when it's like, does it have like a... I've not played the original Zelda in so long. I don't feel like I was ever surprised that his name wasn't Zelda. I think it was like, from the earliest days, it's like, no, his name's Link. I thought Zelda was the main guy for the longest time, but I never really played the games. I mean, that's fine. I mean, there's easier ways to just tell us you're a loser. I've never really played the Zelda games. Loser. I found out Breath of the Wild that Link wasn't Zelda. I always thought The Legend of Zelda was referring to Link, and then I found out Zelda was the girl. Well, there you go. I mean, the second game was called Adventures of Link, so no excuses by then. Yeah, that second game sucked, though. Oh, it sucked. What the heck happened? That second game was cheeks, bro. There are people that really like it. There are people that really like that second Legend of Zelda on the original Nintendo with, like, the blue. It's like the gold cartridge, but I think the text is blue. There are people that will go hard defending that. It's like, man, Mike on the mic says, nobody played that. That's what I'm saying. Most of us got like 10 minutes into the second Zelda, and we were like, what the is this? And toss that in the trash, man. Take that back to the store. That was garbage. It was not good. I think Link to the Past has always been my favorite. It's always been my favorite. And I know people think Ocarina or like Breath of the Wild. I think my favorites are all kind of in that order, though. I think it would go Link to the Past, Ocarina, and then Breath. I did not like Majora's Mask. My older brother, if he's here, he loved Majora's Mask. I mean, he played the crap out of that. I think he had a notebook. I swear he took notes playing that dadgum game. And I remember, if that's the game, I remember being like, I am not playing that. Homie's got a dadgum notebook, you know? And he's taking notes. I remember my parents had notebooks when they played through Myst. This Myst. Whenever they were playing through Myst, they had notebooks. Oh, they're going to start running just some montages here. The Nintendo Direct starts in 10 minutes. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Thank you so much for being here. You had a notebook for Myst? You kind of needed a notebook for Myst. You kind of needed one. Same, I didn't like Majora's, but Link to the Past was my favorite. I would love it if they gave Link's Awakening. If they gave it the Link's Awakening Switch remake. I don't know if I'd want it to look like Link's Awakening, but I'd love a remake. I would love for them to kind of keep the art style the same, Ginger. I think Link's Awakening has like a Pixar toyish quality, which is fine, but I would not want Link to the Past to look like that. Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't done yet. Teases one last update. Did they cancel the co-op though? So frick 'em. You know, they canceled the co-op in that game. Frick 'em. I was gonna play that with Madam. I was gonna run around and be a brute as Yasuke and let her climb and sneak. It was gonna be so dadgum fun. Black Ops Shadow Drop? I have no idea. Maybe. We're hearing rumors. I think Link's Awakening is my second after Ocarina. I have a lot of good Game Boy memories. Link's Awakening has the best story. Settle the frick down. You are what? You think Link's Awakening has the best story? I mean, yeah, I mean, everybody has their own opinion, I guess. Fair. Having played it, I found it to be very charming personally, but I also love the pixel of the original. Yeah, the original Link to the Past has a lot of charm to it. I wouldn't want to lose that charm. I wouldn't want to lose that charm. Hang on a second. I don't know why. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna close and reopen Chrome. We're getting some weird behavior with the trailer. I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna close and reopen. That was not acting right. Okay, it's 4K. I'm gonna drop it to 1440. That might have been the problem. That was kind of glitching and like stuttering. So we'll see if we can't get it to go away. Whatever the frick that was. I kept noticing that. I'm gonna close the chat over there too. Not gonna lie, I'd be all over Black Ops. The original Black Ops story is fantastic. The numbers, Mason. You know? Apex Viper with the Prime over there on purple. Thank you so much. Gifted my Prime. Remember to do it, guys, if you're not using it. Now I'm headed back to YouTube. Yeah, if you guys are paying for Amazon Prime, you get a Prime sub every month on purple. And it supports me. And it supports me. So make sure and do that every single month. Link to the Past is my favorite 2D. Twilight Princess is my favorite 3D. Yeah, I miss Twilight Princess. Yeah, I'd love a remake of that just so I could play it. I never got to play that one. I'm not sure what I was doing at the time. I think I was on PC a bunch when that one came out. Good morning. We have Nintendo showing some games today. We do indeed, sir. My kids are getting to the age where Nintendo consoles would be fun for them. Any current or upcoming games that would make the purchase worth it? Homie, there's a backlog of games that would make it worth it. I mean, Jiminy Christmas, bro. Like, the ones we've been talking about would be good. Link's Awakening. Some of the games we're looking at here, any of the Yoshi games are pretty fun. What was the other one that I was thinking of? The one we were just talking about, the Princess Peach game. I mean, Mario Kart's always a good time. Mario Party's always a good time. Dan says, Lono, I subbed after the show ended yesterday. Do you have a celebration you can do? Like, if you refresh, can you hit the thing and celebrate? If not, I'll add it. I remember yesterday you didn't have a badge. My man Peter Iliak is coming over and using his Prime on purple. Yeah, the Kirby games are fun. This is Super Mario Brothers Wonder. There it is, Dan. Let's add it to the total. I didn't want to do it, and then in a couple of days, that would pop up, and you basically would get the count twice, and I would forget probably. We're 10 away from 100. This is a good time to drop a 10 bomb to steal the milestone. Remember, whoever hits it gets it, so I'll owe you guys a member. Excuse me. 57 months is a long time, Dan. Welcome back. Well, no, last week I had an intervention. I'd been smoking weed nonstop from the age of 18, and I was asked to choose between that and him. Can't explain it, but there and then I banned everything. Binned everything I had, like threw it away, binned, including the baked goods I just made. I've never felt better. My mental health's improved massively, and I no longer have that weight on my shoulders. I hadn't realized how bad I was for anyone I was cheeky to before, then I apologize. Listen, Damien, if you're on a path of living in the light, bro, go for it. More power to you. And get yourself in a spot where you got people to help. That's not a lone gunman life to live. Really, life shouldn't be lived like that. So put yourself in a space, in a place where you got folks that are gonna help you stay on the path. Because very easy to go back on those kinds of commitments, man. But that's good. Keep going. I can't get logged into my other Twitch that has Prime, otherwise I would give it to you. This is Buckeye Plays. Oh, how are you, Buckeye Plays? I know that name. You've been around for a long, long time. The Golden Cartridge Greatness. Good morning. Watching you on my birthday is a great gift. Thank you so much, Trekkie. People in YouTube chat are congratulating you, Damien. They're saying, stay on the wagon. Congrats on the first step. Even if you have 8 first steps, they're all worth taking, dude. Keep going. Relapses happen. Thank you so much. My priest meets with me every couple of days just now for extra support. I'm talking community, bro. We're made for community. There was a not crazy, that's not the right word. There was a viral clip of an older woman talking about how, the thing they were losing culturally were the pubs. And she said you had people from all walks of life coming in there, and it was a great place, for people that have friendships and all of that. And I'm like, it's just what we need, bro. It's what we're made for. Let's go. All the ponies, the bots, the PC Master, and the Peasant Race, and Nintendo drones. Keep gaming. That's right. Nintendo Direct predictions. Rusty's Real Deal Basketball, Personal Trainer Cooking, Gears of War E-Day. Steven Totillo is a frickin' troll. That's good. Gears of War E-Day, and then they'll have to walk it back and be like, oops. It wasn't a last-minute decision. There's just trailers accidentally being shown with the PlayStation logo. Oh, we need a physical third place. I think you mean third space, but I know what you mean. Too many of us are used to online. That's right. You need a third space, brother. I was really bad with having no friends. I want that to change. I'm not going to preach, y'all. Y'all know what I believe. But church is a great place to have a good community of nice people that are caring for you. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'll leave it at that. $5 super chat from John Rodriguez. I work in a machine shop and I can only listen. Can you please say what game is being shown if it's not too much trouble? Can I please say what game is being shown? Oh, you mean during the Nintendo Direct, John? I'll do it in like a real official way. I'll be like, Mario Tennis. Pet the Puppy Simulator 8. I'll do that for you, John. Oh man. Say it in the Xbox World Premiere voice. Yeah, World Premiere. Mario Tennis 8 World Premiere. In a world where Mario must play every sport known to man. Just give me a release date for Fire Emblem. Halo Combat Evolved. Captured on a Switch too. Oh, EA guy voice. Yeah, EA Games. It's in the game. Yell it out like Dwight introducing guests at the dinner party. Mario Tennis. Well, that was because Jim. Oh wait, I need sound. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention. Okay, hang on. We got time. Okay. I'm gonna make it full screen. All right, here we go. Yo, a 10 bomb from Kev Dance right at the buzzer.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Please, take a look at this.
They're always so polite. They're like, please take a look at this.
Hello. Beep.
Hi.
My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. Beep. I'm here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game. Beep.
John, I have no idea. John Rodriguez, I have no idea what game this is. It's an acid trip, though. It's called Rhythm
Heaven Groove.
Rhythm Heaven Groove. Sorry.
Playing this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now. 2, 3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
They're crazy for opening with this.
On your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician,
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with B.A. B.A. and a healing spell with B down A. B down A. Like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
Oh my god.
It's time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
This is so
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock.
Why do their hairs look like
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the
wieners?
dot.
Oh!
We got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play. Get into the groove solo or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits
Please.
the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd.
It's
Pre-orders
almost
are available
here.
now on Nintendo eShop.
It's so close to
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove for Nintendo Switch. You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Please wait just a little longer for its release.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. We're
From here,
playing that.
we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
I can't believe that's
So
their
let's begin with some
opener.
headlines.
Nintendo's like, I know you're here for Zelda,
Master
but watch
the
this
way
crap.
Of the sword.
Onimusha.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Swordplay Action series, is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2. Edo-era Kyoto has been overrun by monsters known as Genma. Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure. Parry. Deflect. And the powerful counterattack Isen. Master these techniques to strike down the enemies in your path. Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle. You can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to intuitively slay Genma. As fates intertwine, will you cut down those that stand in your way? Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th.
It looks so
Pre-orders
good.
begin later today on Nintendo
It really does
eShop.
look good. September 25th. The day that
Your
like 8
unwritten
games are
epic
launching at the same time.
begins. Dragon's Dogma 2: Dark Arisen is heading to Nintendo Switch 2. You are the Arisen, a hero burdened with the fate of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart. In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan, seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills.
Wait.
With these arms at the ready, take down
this a world
powerful
premiere?
monsters in this
Or
single-player
is this out
action
already?
RPG adventure. From a fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting, choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own.
This isn't out? Yeah, what
When
is
taking
this?
on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points. Fighting alongside your pawns is key to victory. In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale.
Yeah, there were rumors about a Dragon's Dogma 2 DLC. I guess this is it.
And their pawns, Dragon's Dogma 2: Dark Arisen launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 9th.
Dear Lord, this year
Otherworldly
won't
endeavors
quit.
await in these games.
This year won't quit,
Earth
y'all.
has been driven to the brink of annihilation by mysterious life forms called the Natiba. Now, join Eve on her mission to save humanity and reclaim the planet. Engage in high-speed combat that focuses on timing. Then find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills. Then strategically deploy them to fit the situation. Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
You don't. It's June. You
Blast
don't have
off in the
Come on,
two-player co-op adventure Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many interstellar areas to explore. Melt ice to make a path. Activate devices in time with the beat. Escape from incoming enemies and more. Brave the dangers ahead in your voyage through the stars. 2 players can also work together locally or online using GameShare. Work together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2
There we go.
system September 3rd.
September
Pre-orders
3rd.
begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
I want to play that with
Journey
Madam so
through
bad.
The Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends. When a shadowy villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends to leap, glide, and punch their way through charming and colorful worlds. Ride dragons across realms. Dive into 4 new musical stages. And enjoy more added content. Up to 4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Fu using GameShare locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 1st. It's a great day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in this online co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world, brimming with challenges, puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch.
Can anyone hear me?
And figure out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle.
Thank you.
They might even be a little unconventional. And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals. Enjoy the sunset, dance the night away, or steal something from a friend and kick it into the ocean. You know, the usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2, August 4th. Season the Seas. Build your very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew. Cook up recipes with Sanji. Craft the menu. Decorate it to your liking. Then serve your customers as you run the restaurant. By searching for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings. Use devil fruit abilities to prepare piping hot steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes. Spend in-game money to change up the restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet, sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
Pokopia expansion probably.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon Pokopia, even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update. By using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea. Plant grass, build structures, and expand your towns underwater. This free update is scheduled to release in August 2026. And there's more! The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way. Discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Part 1 of the paid DLC, Bubbly Basin, launches this August. Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
We're gonna make $1 billion. It's Pokemon. The secrets of the deep.
We hope you're looking forward to more content for Pokemon Pokopia via a free update and paid DLC. Next, please take a look at this.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games, the winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate. The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lita, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
Passed to me, Blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
I'm figuring it out.
Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience. How you spend your free time is up to you. Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strengths on the battlefield. Plus, each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the Promised One, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us, the darkest dark.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagdan Collection. That
Poor
launches the same
September.
day. Please look forward to it.
Like, September's like, homie, I can't hold any more games. What are y'all doing?
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles. The first part of Ninjala 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2. After accidentally breaking a forbidden seal, you're stranded on an uncharted planet. Overcome the dangers lurking here to safely return to Earth in this open-world action-adventure. Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get back home. You can also blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from Ninja Gum. You can even summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to unleash powerful attacks. Additionally, up to 4 ninja can team up in local or online multiplayer to chew through tough battles.
Okay.
The first part of Ninjala 2, The Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring.
That actually could be pretty fun, like
The
online
DK
co-op.
Challenge barrels in.
Like if it runs well.
Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges.
Thank you, Dad Hard Scoper, for renewing for 40 months on Twitch.
Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2. You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today. Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario Bros. Is breaking through. Enjoy outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are coins,
she is adorable.
super mushrooms, question blocks, and more. Experience Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Bros. Twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves, with the first wave beginning later today. From the creators of Vampire Survivors,
Vampire Crawlers.
領域展開
Maybe.
the latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon, casts a spell onto Nintendo Switch 2. Up to 8 players can compete online for the top spot in this Survivors Royale. At the start of a match, players don't battle directly. Instead, take down enemies on your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2 players. Who will be the final survivor? More than 20 characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen series appear. Characters can be unlocked just by playing. Battle online with players near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise curses, dominate rivals, and rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
I think that's the first time we've seen this. Didn't they announce that the other day, but then they didn't show it to us? Could we get some shorter game names? No. This is Jujutsu Survivathon 8, The
Giving
Reluctant Battle.
Storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a looming darkness devours all in its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks.
And horrible
Test
frame
your
rates.
mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god to fall. Lords of the Fallen 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall. Enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P. In a city under siege, you must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons and prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you tell will alter your fate. Lies of P Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles, as you fight off hordes of demons and epic bosses. Pull off stylish attacks, dodges, and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 23rd.
That was the first one to mention 60 FPS. I can't imagine playing Lords of the Fallen 2 or Lies of P on a Switch 2. Like, that frame rates just makes those games so much more harder.
6 souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke?
They still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades?
Is that the Drifter?
Muramasa, Revenant Blades.
Yeah, that's the Drifter.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are incoming. All 3 games run at 60 frames per second, with 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode. In-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate. Not only that, but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game, control blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second,
Cabal on the feet,
and put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third. There's also a variety of other content added to each of the 3 games. More details will be revealed at a later date. The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today. The physical version launches on July 30th. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions. New features will be added to each title, so we hope you'll check them out. And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
Anima は世界の源であった。水も火も風も世界を構成するそのすべては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだった。そして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった。
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ晶石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその石と共にあると思ってください。
今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ。
力の使い方、なんとなく分かった気がする。
騎士って人殺しの職業だ。奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
信仰を失った人の魂をドラゴンの炎で浄化することで罪が補われる。
田舎貴族の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。証石なしで騎士の力。
生と死も全てはアニマと共にある。
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ始まるわよ。兄上、行ってまいります。
ここは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。 そこで人々は知ることになる。敗れた神の恨みが未だ晴らされてはいないこと。
So I don't follow Xenoblade. Is that going to be a prequel based on the name? Next year.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think will be told? Please look forward to future updates. Next, please take a look at this.
Welcome to Woohoo Island, home to all kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, the latest game in the series.
Okay.
Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets, bows,
all right,
or even handles.
Good.
There are 12 sports to choose from, all with intuitive
Good.
motion controls. Let's go over them. Punch, guard, counter, and outmaneuver for the knockout in boxing.
Okay, okay.
Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes. In table tennis, aim for the center of the target and let that arrow fly. In archery.
Yeah, archery looks good.
Enjoy rallies with different types of shots in tennis.
Okay.
Bump, set, and spike in
Volleyball's in the other
volleyball.
one.
Roll the ball straight or give it a spin to strike big in bowling. Dribble, pass, and shoot to score in basketball. Adjust your shot's power, then swing your club in golf. Battle with one thumb to hand your opponent a defeat in thumb wrestling.
Okay.
Ride through the course using mouse controls in skateboarding. Steer with handles and coast along the waves in
Good.
power cruising. Tilt the controller and fly around freely in prop plane. Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope. You can create and play as a sportsmate or Mii character. Enjoy playing all kinds of sports on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system October 22nd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Watch out, GTA 6.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included, but since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Guys, if you're enjoying the show, make sure to hit that like button.
Let's go over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win. If yours gets pinned, just shake the controller to break free. And if you keep your thumb held down,
Their
it'll
hands
get
are so
bigger and
freakishly large. I am...
You'll need this to claim victory.
I'm a little disturbed. Oh my gosh.
Here's to a great thumb wrestling match.
Look at the
The
wire.
thumb moves, just like this. Here we go. Let's have a good match.
I think that...
Oh, got him right away.
I think his face cam being included...
Oh, they broke free. All right.
This is spectacular.
Let's try this. Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh, go, go, go. Hold it. Oh, they broke free again.
This is cinema.
You have to keep them pinned. No, wait.
Yep. Yes. This is fabulous.
I was worried for a second there. Okay, thumb started to sparkle, and the nail got bigger. Hold on a second. That's not how it's supposed to go.
Wonderful.
It's okay.
Just wonderful.
Everything's fine. My thumb returned to normal. Ooh, it's sparkling again. Now let's try Oh, I got deflected. Wait a minute. I lost. Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch
I think
Resort.
we can listen. I don't want to be too controversial, but I think we can wrap this up. This has been the best showcase of Summer Game Fest. That was. I don't have words. I am dumbstruck. That was just spectacular.
The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2. An ancient power has awakened on the forgotten continent of Ashenfall. Explore a land infused with magic and uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic to gather resources, craft gear, and build shelter. Then, step into battle, forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that awaits. Survive the wilds, unveil lost secrets, and challenge dragons in RuneScape Dragon Wilds, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 September 15th. Get on board for these games. Customize your own avatar and play in the adorable world of Hello Kitty Partyland. Join the party with over 40 character-themed mini-games and several board games. There are over 140 Sanrio characters to meet. Plus, you can choose from 16 partner characters, collect stickers, and so much more. Hello Kitty Partyland launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 29th.
I am stunned.
Let's get down there and finish
October
the job.
29th, day one, there. Now this looks so good,
For
boys.
adventure across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his crew.
Well
Battle
done,
for
Fox.
The fate of the galaxy begins. Star Fox launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 25th.
I'm actually
Free
there for
demo
this
that
one, dude.
includes a tutorial, and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today on
Let's
Nintendo
go,
eShop.
dude. I'm playing that today. Give me some Star Fox on.
Hope resonates within the crystals.
Hope resonates within the crystals. All right, we might have something. We might have something, boys.
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance. This is Lapis, a vast world that has prospered through the power of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink of annihilation. Now Rain, a knight of Grandshelt, must journey across the realm with his companions to stop the Veritas. In thrilling turn-based battles, call upon visions, iconic Final Fantasy heroes from other worlds to take down monsters. Can you uncover the truth behind the Veritas and the secrets the crystals hold? Final Fantasy Resonance launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 22nd.
Nintendo's just like, frick your October.
A weird, whimsical world is waiting. Pikuniku returns in a new 3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing.
They're all
Other
streamers.
than a shadowy conspiracy, of course. Meet a cavalcade of curious characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve. But beneath this seemingly happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for all they're worth. Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising abilities. Help solve the people's problems in surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled by these affable denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this vivid, colorful world. Get ready to wander, solve, and gossip in Piku Niku 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year.
Prepare for an all-new monster-filled adventure! Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood. There they gain the power to turn monsters into friends. Spot a monster you fancy? Scout it! Win it over and it'll fight by your side. And that's not all. Synthesize two monsters to create more powerful allies. Now, take on the most fearsome of foes with a team that's uniquely your own.
I just want everybody watching to know this is not because you ate too many gummies, okay? You guys are okay. You're safe. All right? Everything will be okay. Dragon Quest Monsters is a real game, okay?
Huh. About time you got here.
What, Duskbloods?
Upon the ancient blood sovereign's honor.
I can't see a thing.
We are monsters, each vying for blood.
You're finally here. Worthy spirit.
That's it? All right.
How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
That's good, Hannigan.
Hey everyone, here's some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this scrappy individual? That's you. Let's call this handy youth the Mechanic. The four of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately.
Okay, this looks actually kind of good.
Pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone. That's where this comes in, the Exploration Bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra
Why couldn't you make online co-op for that?
And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this. You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies. Another that spins ink around you, and more. And the best part, you can use them together. It'd be nice if that made things easier, though. So to recap.
If this runs at 60, this could be a lot of fun. It's a bummer knowing that Splatoon is such a good online game that they didn't do online co-op for this.
But the Salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up. And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle. Oh, looks like time's up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct, airing on June 30th. And in the smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3. The theme looks like it's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more info in the future. Don't forget to check this out too. See ya!
Yeah, I actually think that gameplay looks pretty fun, but it being single player is a bummer. Like, I don't know, I can't see myself playing that at length.
Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by Deep Cut. We hope you're looking forward to it. Let's see some more headlines.
I just want to reiterate that you are safe and everything is okay. You did not, I mean, you may have taken too many gummies, but this is in fact a game. So please don't panic.
Awaken your power.
Okay.
Heed me, O kingless. Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action. As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
This battle's ours.
There are monsters roaming this world,
You'll feel this one!
as well as other candidates, and strange beasts known as humans. Control your destiny and change the world in Metaphor ReFantasio, launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 system November 12th. Create, explore, survive. A dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 version of Minecraft is on the way. Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will you create next? Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. the battle of light and darkness approaches.
Settle down.
Filled with memorable adventures, 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Traverse through iconic Disney and Pixar worlds. Befriend all sorts of magical allies. And battle enemies in action RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness. If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2 games. These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2 October 8th.
That's all you
get. A bundle with all 3 compilations. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
This is all you get, Kingdom Hearts fans.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義する闇が現れた。
There you go. Available at launch?
How was that? Next is our
Available at launch?
Please take a look.
What does that even mean? Of course it's available if it's launching. Available at launch, guys.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule.
Come on!
Created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom,
come on!
There lay a small forest.
You hear it?
Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
Come on.
These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Oh. Oh my gosh. What? What?
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2. More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them. That's
this
all
year?
for today's Nintendo Direct. Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play. Thanks for watching. I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
Wait, are they going to focus on Ocarina at the Treehouse? Are we going to get to see? I was reading chat. I didn't listen to what she said. Are they going to show more at this event?
Hi everyone, welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Teresa and I'm joined here by Gab, Dan, and Rob.
Oh, it looks like it's going to probably be Star Fox focus.
June 25th. It is a cinematic shooter.
Bro.
Focus on the single player game. And then we'll go into the multiplayer in a later.
Did you guys notice something about the font choice for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? I'm just going to do this really, really quickly. It's the exact same as Breath of the Wild. Like, I don't know if they're just unifying the branding or what, but like it looks the exact same. Yeah, we can move on. Unfortunately, I'm excited about Star Fox, and I'll play the demo later today. But dude, you can't announce The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, show no gameplay, and then say it's coming this year. Like, what the frick, man? I'm gonna rewind it. I'm a teeny tiny bit like, don't be too Pixar, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the texture of the world looks great. The texture of his clothes look great. His face, I think his face is okay. I looked at his hands and his feet, and I was like, oh no, don't be too Pixar. I feel like his face looks pretty good. The rest of the world around him has good texture. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where we land. I really, really want to see gameplay of this. We had a huge surge of people come pouring in. Yes, it is official. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is real. Did they even put the word remake on the screen? Or are they just calling it The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? Yeah, the hands and feet are a little Pixar. I hope the art direction doesn't get too much in that lane. Reborn? No, there's no other word that comes up. It just says The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So he said reborn. Oh, he said reborn. Is that what they're officially calling it? Reborn means it could be like a reimagination of the game. That doesn't sound like a remake to me. Will be reborn. I'm telling you, the logo looking like that, the logo looking like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a reimagination and not just a straight up remake. Because if he says it will be reborn and they're just calling it The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, I'm really, really curious if they're going to make this very, like, as far as, like, size and scope and all that, is it going to be more adjacent to Breath? Or do we have any information anywhere? Is there an info page, a blog, a tweet? He said title of the game and it will be reborn. He's saying the game reborn, not calling it reborn. That's what I'm saying. If he says the game will be reborn, it could just be a straight up remake. It could be. But that's a weird way to phrase it. That sounds like they're going to reimagine it. It's probably a remake because they had a remaster on the 3DS. Yeah, Reborn's not the name of the game. And I'm telling you, they've unified the font and the logo. That's the same exact style for Breath of the Wild. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt right now. It's the exact same. Breath of the Wild supposedly directly connected to Ocarina of Time, so it makes sense lore-wise. If Reborn doesn't mean remake, I don't know what it could mean. Well, to be reborn can be different than a remake. It can be a reimagination. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be curious. I mean, I'm happy either way. I love this game. I'm just very, very curious since they're not calling it, like, it doesn't, like, we'll have to look and see if there's a listing for it. They're not calling it The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake. They're just calling it The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. They might go Breath style. I'm very, very curious where this ends up landing. If you guys have not hit the like button yet, please do me a favor and do that. Oh, so it is the classic Zelda font. It's just in that new gold style from Breath and Tears. They just have weathered it. Yeah, the original old school Zelda, the red for this game looks like this. Okay, I didn't realize they had been that faithful all this time. I just looked at that, and I looked at my shirt, and I'm like, what the frick? That looks just like Breath of the Wild. I didn't know that they had been that consistent all these years with the logo. What was FF7 Rebirth, a remake or a reimagination? Yeah, it's a reimagination, is it not? That's what I'm saying. Reborn as a word doesn't convey remake. It doesn't. Read previous. IGN is saying this holiday. Okay. So probably like December. Thank you, Chrono, for the raid. Man, that was like a super low-key, that was a super low-key direct, and then they're like, here's Kingdom Hearts 4 and Ocarina of Time back-to-back. Like, Nintendo is crazy. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time will be reborn on the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. Holy moly, dude, 10 out of 10 direct. People in chat were so complainy and so mid, and then they went Kingdom Hearts 4 and Zelda back-to-back. Gameplay at the awards? Maybe. At the Game Awards? A rebuild, perhaps. I don't want them to change too much personally. A modern makeover is all I want. Yeah, I'm a little torn because I really love Breath of the Wild. I still need to go back and finish Tears of the Kingdom. I absolutely love Breath of the Wild. I don't know about 10 out of 10. Oh, I don't know if this is 10 out of 10. I'm not big on a lot of the games they showed. I'm also not big on I'm not big on showing third-party games that we know are not going to run very well. Like, I can't imagine playing Lies of P on a Switch 2. So, like, that doesn't do much for me either. And again, I really hope the art style is not too much Pixar. Like, I don't want this to look like Link's Awakening, I want this to look more like Breath of the Wild. Duskbloods was a letdown. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Duskbloods. Like, I'm telling you, they're going to have a really hard time with Duskbloods, running well. I just think they are. They're doing a network test, this summer. Just cancel Duskbloods. Games like that are just not going to run that well on the device. It's not strong enough. It's not built for games like that. I still think that is one of the craziest decisions I've ever seen. The fact that FromSoft agreed to an exclusive online PvPvE game on a Nintendo. I don't know. FromSoft's probably regretting doing a Switch exclusive. Lono, read my last. Hang on a second. Shantorius says... IGN article says, in terms of art style, it marks a departure from the painting-like visuals of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Instead, opting for something a little closer to realism. So they are going for a little bit more of a realistic style, according to IGN. Unless they're just making observations about this trailer. I mean, there's definitely more realism here than in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you can see details in the leaves, the bark on the wood here, the hay, the thing that the mat that he's laying on, his hair. There is a lot more texture and detail here than you would see in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. If you guys haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me real quick. Painting like. The art style in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild is very much like a living painting. Like, it's got sort of like this artistic, stylized feel that I've actually always liked. I'm just very, very curious for more details here on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The Kingdom Hearts 4 is all I'm seeing on my feed. Let's see. My entire feed is just nothing but Kingdom Hearts 4. That's people seemingly are more excited about that than Zelda. Oh my golly. Copy photo. They did say it will be reborn. So is this a reimagining or a remake? It's real. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. They said, not they did it will. They said it will be reborn, so is this a reimagining or a remake? There we go. This year is just insane. This year is just absolutely insane. The fact that we have The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, GTA 6, and all this other this insane deluge of games that is coming. I don't even know what to say. I really, really, truly don't even know what to say. The Legend of Zelda Wii U demo. People may have forgotten, but maybe it will be closer to finally being like this for decades. Oh, the thing that they showed that one time? Is that what you're talking about? I think I remember that. Child Link should not have the Triforce of Courage at the start of the game. It seems like a reimagining. Yeah, no Mario. What are you guys saying in the Discord? You're welcome to your opinion no matter how wrong it is. Nah, disagree. You can keep your opinion to yourself. Majora's Mask is better than Ocarina of Time by a country mile. Us as Wheezy. Yeah, I like Ocarina more than Majora's Mask as well. Yeah, the Wii U demo looked weird though, very stiff. As soon as I heard the little melody, I was like, oh my gosh, it's real. I was like, oh my gosh, it's freaking real. Like, this entire little intro was so good. Like, as soon as I heard Hyrule, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, they're gonna do it. You know? And that little do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That's burned into your skull, dude, if you play this game. That stupid little melody. That stupid little melody, dude. It's so good, man. I'm happy for everybody. I mean, everybody got a little something, something, dude. Everybody got a little something, something. We got Kingdom Hearts 4. We got Zelda. You know? There's a lot going on, man. The remix on the music was peak. Time to give it a spin. Listen, you guys, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all sold me on Kingdom Hearts. Like, when that comes out, I definitely want to check it out. It looked good. The combat looked good. The fact that you guys are like, oh no, the story's great and the combat's great, you know, and it's an action RPG, I'm like, okay, I'll definitely check that out then. You know what I mean? That's my favorite Zelda song. I'm so happy that they kept it. Yeah, they couldn't get rid of it. I mean, the Ocarina of Time, like, you literally play that melody, don't you? You play a couple of melodies in the game. Like, how many total are there that you play? It'll be reborn. I bet you it's going to have its own direct in like a month or something. I wouldn't be surprised if it has its own direct in like July or something, or August, because they're going to want to do a whole breakdown of like what they did. Because if they remade it, they're going to want to talk about it. If they've reimagined it, they're going to want to talk about it. Like, they're going to want to break it all down. You know? What's this? When is it? Thursday. Yeah. Getting my hair chopped. Getting my wig split on Thursday. They send their little, like, calendar reminders. All right, let's see if anybody knows on Twitter. Nobody's answering me. It's 13 total songs? Okay. I thought it was around 10. Is Kingdom Hearts 4 multiplat? I actually don't know. Are the Kingdom Hearts games multiplat? Like that thing they announced, like that whole package deal where you can get like all the Kingdom Hearts games. Can you get, is that coming to all platforms? Okay, yeah, people in chat are saying it is. It's multiplat. So I'm assuming Kingdom Hearts 4 will also be multiplat. It will be now, apparently. Nate said that they would have 10 minutes of Zelda. He also said Duskblood would have the second most amount in this direct. Well, he was really wrong. I mean, how long is this trailer? 2 minutes, maybe? I'm surprised people are not really playing the Damien and Unka in Crimson Desert. I find them cool. Oh, well, thank you for the super chat. I think they've made good changes to them, though, Armani Coleman. I think at launch, the extra characters were pretty bad. The available at launch makes more sense if it's a multiplat. Oh, yeah. That was so funny as a phrase, though. I'm like, available at launch? What the frick does that even mean? Of course it's going to be available at launch. The Treehouse is 90 minutes. Yeah, but the Treehouse opened up with Star Fox. Do you think they're going to show? Did he mean Treehouse? I mean, if Treehouse is going to show a bunch of stuff for Duskbloods and a bunch of stuff for Zelda, they did not package that very well at all. They were like sitting, it was like low production, like sitting on a couch with a poster stuck to the wall for Star Fox. If you're going to show a bunch of Duskbloods and Zelda, that is, I'm sorry, no shade. That is a terrible context to do it. Ain't nobody watching that. Treehouse is for like the afterward, like deep dive. They all just sit and talk over gameplay. It's never that enjoyable to watch, and it usually is very low budget. And I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's the context where you're like, yo, we're gonna have a ton of gameplay footage of The Legend of Zelda. Available at launch is a big deal because Kingdom Hearts games aren't normally on Switch at launch. Oh, I understand why that's a big deal then. I understand. That makes sense. If you guys are just tuning in, yes, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is in fact real. It is coming out this year. We don't know any more than that. They said that it's going to be reborn on the Switch 2. We don't know if that's a reimagining. We don't know if that's a remake. We just don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We need more details. I don't know when that will take place. I really don't. I don't know when and how they're going to give us more detail. I'm assuming there'll be a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Direct in the coming months if it's coming out this year. Shock No Persona 4 Revival Switch version announced. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Guys, check your renewals on your subs, check your primes, and make sure you've hit the like button. We're at 100 members already on the week, and we're going to be switching gears here in a little bit to show our support for Destiny. We'll be switching to that directory, and I'll be booting up the game and just sitting in orbit. I'm not gonna play on my wife's account. We're not gonna do that. But it is, the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is in fact real. It is in fact real. My thoughts on exclusives, like as a topic, or like Xbox doing console exclusives. I have been fully in support of exclusives this entire gen, and I thought abandoning exclusives was a bad idea. I was in defense of timed exclusives especially, because then the game can be made for one platform and it can hit high levels of excellence. They can code to the metal, and then you can port it to other platforms later. So I was totally okay with PlayStation games going to PC, because I felt like they did a very, very good job making great games and then porting them in a quality way to PC. So I didn't even care that they were doing that, because that didn't feel to me like a betrayal of exclusivity. It felt like a good way to treat the property. PlayStation seems to disagree. They'll be no longer taking their single-player first-party tentpole games to PC. They'll still do that with live service games. The Xbox showcase and the Xbox turn on, going back to console exclusivity, to me, doesn't change my position. The people that said they were anti-consumer and going away, I'm curious what they think, because I haven't changed my position at all. I think it's what I personally suggested and theorized as to what Xbox was doing. They are trying to keep people from leaving. They're making it hard to leave Xbox. I think they knew they were in a bad place with public trust and goodwill. And I think they knew if they had an hour-long showcase of nothing but games going to PlayStation, they were just going to encourage more and more people to leave. And now it's harder to leave, because it's this big unknown. It's this big question mark. Well, how many console exclusives are we going to get every year? You don't know. It's case by case. Well, that makes it harder to leave the platform. I saw Sony players happy they're not going to PC anymore, but are mad about Gears not going to PS5. Yeah, I mean, I just think the console tribalists are inconsistent. People have always tried to paint me as like a console warrior or a pony, and that's just simply factually untrue. I was a big Xbox guy going into this gen, and they really disappointed me, and I started playing more on my PlayStation. But I've always owned all of the consoles. I just always primarily stuck to Xbox. I just thought Xbox did a bad job this gen. I thought their games were not as good. Their cadence wasn't as good. They didn't leverage the Series X. I think the Series S was a mistake. And going back to console exclusivity doesn't hurt me. I have a Series X. I can't wait to play Gears. I think Gears looks fantastic. I think Clockwork Revolution looks incredible. I really do. I think Clockwork Revolution looks awesome. So, my position hasn't changed. I don't know what their long-term strategy is. Tim Dog saying yesterday it looks like they're going to scrap Helix because some of the phrasing from Matt Ball, it looks like maybe they're going to scrap Helix and completely change their idea about what they should do with future console. What's good, Erica? I see you in the chat. They did it, Erica. Hey, listen. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is real. We just don't know if it's a remake, because they're saying it's going to be reborn. I'm going to say it right now. I don't think this is going to be a straight-up remake. I think this is going to be a reimagined game. I think it's going to be bigger than Ocarina. I think it's going to be bigger and more expanded. I don't think it's just a straight-up remake. I'm just going to predict that now. I'm going to make my prediction. Did you hear that guy talk about the Helix? It doesn't sound like they're confident about it, and I doubt it comes next year. Yeah, I'm serious. I read the quotes. It literally sounds like they're considering scrapping the whole thing. You know what I mean? It seems like they're scrapping the whole thing. I don't know if they're going to go back to like a subsidized console or what. They have lost such a footing with hardware. I don't know if they can ever get it back. But I'll tell you what they can do. They can try with exclusives. That's the only way to do it. I don't know how else you compel people to buy your dadgum console if you're sending your games everywhere. How do you get people to buy your console if your games are going to literally every platform that's available? Like if Gears of War was going to PlayStation this year, and you could get a PlayStation and play Wolverine and Gears, a lot of people were going to do that. Like, the other thing I think Xbox considered was the fact that Call of Duty is leaving behind old gen and GTA 6 is coming. So there's a lot of people that are going to finally upgrade their consoles, and it's like, hey, We have a lot of people on the Xbox One that might make the jump to PlayStation because if they can get all of our games and PlayStation exclusives and Call of Duty and GTA 6 over there, they're going to go over there. So now they're telling their audience, like, hey, if you're going to upgrade your console or you're making a decision about your console, there's a reason to stay with us because it's the only place you're going to be able to play Gears. On a console, you'll be able to play Gears on PC, obviously. The result will be less people buying Gears. Oh, 100%. I think they're going to miss out on a lot of sales. I think they made the judgment call because of how Gears of War Reloaded sold, and I think that was a premature decision because I think Gears would have done well on PlayStation. I also think it's a strange decision because Gears of War E-Day is a perfect game for live service. Like, you're not going to do ongoing updates, battle passes, skins. You're not going to make updates to PvP. You're not going to make updates to the Horde mode. Like, that seems like a game that you wouldn't want to limit the reach of if you do any live service efforts with it. I don't know. Clockwork Revolution is a good choice, I think, because it's probably not a game that was going to top the sales charts. So the opportunity and the revenue loss there is not nearly as significant as I think it is with Gears. I think it's far more significant for Gears to not land on PlayStation than Clockwork. I also think their messaging on exclusivity is confusing because they're like, you know, games that were already announced multi-plat will continue to be multi-plat, and then they announced a bunch of new games that are still multi-plat. Like, again, I think it's just confusing. They are doing seasons? Yeah, there's already evidence of seasons right now. Yeah, there are seasons 2, 3, and 4. There are season packs you can buy on Xbox right now. Gears of War E-Day, Season 2 customization pack, Season 3, Season 4. It's a freaking live service game. I'm telling you, that is going to end up, that's just such a short-sighted decision. I'm going to play the game on my Xbox. I don't freaking care where it lands, but that is very short-sighted. You're putting a live service game on not on the biggest console platform? Like, okay. I mean, Helldivers 2 came to the smallest console platform, Xbox, because it's live service, and they thought, let's get as many people in the game as possible. I don't know, man. That is just a really, really bizarre choice. That is a very bizarre choice. They literally said that live service games will be multi-plat. I don't know if you've heard this. They're sending it Gears Out to Die to show that exclusivity doesn't work. That is, I've heard that theory. I think that theory's insane to me. That theory is absolutely insane to me. Like, why would you do that with one of your most valuable pieces of property? Like, Gears is a pretty valuable piece of property. It's been around for a long time. Maybe it's not one of their most valuable pieces of property. I would say one of their most long-standing pieces of property. What, you're going to sacrifice? Like, you're going to make it a sacrificial exclusive lamb? That's dumb. I can't see them doing that. Ocarina of Time, The Hobbit. They're pandering to people who are not going to buy the game. I mean, I think there's something to be said for the fact that they are pandering to people that for the last couple of years constantly celebrated not buying games because of Game Pass, which that's fine. Game Pass is an enormous value. And if that's what you want to do, you go right ahead, man. You do you, boo-boo. But like you're capitulating to people that for years have been like celebrating that they don't buy games. So I don't know. It's a weird choice. I get why they did it, but I think Gears was the wrong choice. It would have made way more sense to make like Clockwork a console exclusive, Senua a console exclusive, you know, smaller titles that aren't going to generate that much revenue to begin with. Xbox Game Pass lost millions of subscribers in the months after the 50% price hike. I don't know. I'd rather play Gears than Marathon. Yeah, I mean, they're very different games. I don't necessarily know if a lot of people are like cross-comparing, cross-buying, cross-purchasing, you know, Gears or Marathon. All right, I'm going to loop this just a couple more times. We need to switch gears. I do have another stream planned for today. This stream ended up being a dadgum monster because of Zelda, so I didn't want to just cut out of here super fast. We were getting a lot of new folks to come in. and so I didn't want to just bail. So we still don't know if this is going to be a straight up remake, or is it going to be a, I think this is going to be a reimagining. I think if it was a remake, they would have had that on the screen. I think that's what they would have said. I could end up being wrong, but I don't think you would say it's going to be reborn if it was just a straight up remake. I just don't think so. But we want to show our support and our solidarity for Destiny today. And so we will be doing a We Want Destiny 3 live stream today. I thought about it, kind of measured it in my mind and thought that this is the right call, even though, we have a bit of a strange history with the game. So I'm going to get that ready now, and we'll go over to that in a little while. I wasn't going to bail on this because we had a huge surge of people coming in because of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. If you're subscribed to my channel, be sure to come back for the daily talk shows and the good vibes and the good times. I tell you what, we'll schedule it for noon. People can get the 30-minute noti about Destiny. We can go over early, but in a couple of minutes they'll get a noti. Splatoon Raiders is up next. Oh, Treehouse is changing games. That Splatoon Raiders game looks so fun, but it looks like a game that I don't think that I would enjoy it. I just don't think that I would enjoy it for very long. No offense. No offense. I just don't feel like I would enjoy it for very long. If I could play it online co-op with Madam, that's a game I'd play all the way to credits. But it's just weird for Splatoon, with all their history of online, for them to not do any kind of online component for a new Splatoon game. I'm kind of bummed about that. Thanks, chat and Lone. A pleasure being with you. Farewell. Farewell, dude. How come you didn't have your wife play D2 today to show support? She's got more important things to do, man. She's got more important things to do. I mean, we're going to have her account sit in orbit so that I can just sit in orbit and vibe like we used to. But I'm not going to play the game, And Pork Pie drops a big one on Twitch. A 50 bomb, gifting 50 members. Insane. We'll see if anybody on YouTube wants to match that level of generosity. That is a huge one. We are now at 150 on the week. I owe YouTube a member, and I owe 2 to Twitch. Thank you, Pork Pie. Insanely generous. Absolutely insanely generous. What an amazing showcase season that we've had. What an absolutely amazing showcase season that we've had. And thank you guys so much for the continued generosity and continued support of what I do. I appreciate it so much. I literally wouldn't be able to do this without fan support. It wouldn't be possible. It would not be possible. Let me just check where we are. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to back this up one more time, and then I'm going to take a quick break so you guys can watch the Zelda thing one more time, all right? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, GG's pork pie, man. That's so kind of you. In honor of Ocarina of Time Remake and the final D2 update. Okay. I'm going to switch us around here. Oh, we have a hype train going. We have a hype train going. Very cool. All right. Wired rope with the 5 bomb keeps it going, gets us to 156. We are officially 20 away from the next milestone. Thank you so much. The game is in maintenance. Is the game in maintenance right now? I'm assuming that Destiny's in maintenance. Right? Okay. Yes, servers are off. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to switch this one to allow console sharing and offline play. And switch to Madam. They'll probably be broken until 10 p.m. That's fine. We can still have the game pulled up. The update goes live at 1. Okay. Destiny servers are unavailable. Okay. This is still going. You're able to play? No, I'm not able to play. I was just gonna load up the game with Madam's account and just sit in orbit. I'm not gonna ban evade or encourage ban evading. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm happy to throw my support behind the game. Treehouse is going, but like there's not really a reason to watch Treehouse. What is that by the King's Time? I don't know, 8 quid or pounds or something. I'm not sure, Hilly. Yeah, it's technically not a ban. Yo, Monster Aces comes in, renews their Prime. Thank you so much for doing that, Monster Aces. Illegitimate ban. I think it would be cheeky to load up in the banned account and just let that sit there showing support but can't play. I mean, we talked about it yesterday, and we just think the best thing to do is to support the game and not bring focus on me or the ban or any of that. Like, I know it's tempting to do that given the history, but we just landed on it makes the most sense to just show our support for the game, and not not focus on me and what happened. Like, you know, we've been trying to move past that for 6 years, you know? You know? I think the game and the community is a whole lot bigger than, 10 people that hated and lied about me. Like, those people don't matter. You know what I mean? Everybody knows what they are and who they are, so we don't need to let them ruin a day where we're supposed to be trying to support the game. I would like to know more about Zelda. I tweeted just to see if anybody knew, if anybody's unearthed anything, if there's an info page, if there's a wiki, if there's an interview, anything. Nobody's replied with info. Everybody's just saying, I hope it's a remake, or I hope it's this, or I hope it's that. I think if it was a remake, they would have clearly stated that. They've done remakes before, they've done remasters before, and I'm pretty sure, historically speaking, that's what they call them. I don't think they say things like it will be reborn. Like, when they said it'll be reborn, you know what I mean? That's just, I don't know. Hype train's done over there. Play that Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer really quickly. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer was pretty good. It's funny, too, because I was like, that's all you get, Kingdom Hearts fans. And then the Kingdom Hearts trailer. The Kingdom Hearts trailer drops. That was kind of dope. I was like, that's all you get. Star Fox demo is up on Switch 2. Nice. I will be checking out that later, probably off stream. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anybody with any info on the Ocarina of Time. That's so crazy that nothing is coming out. No leaks, no whispers, no interviews, nothing. It's crazy to me. Hang on, Nintendo Direct press release. Yeah, so this is what they say. In their press release, they say, the return of the critically acclaimed Nintendo 64 classic for a new generation, reborn for Nintendo Switch 2. Down a little bit further, it says, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the Nintendo 64 classic, returns for a new generation in 2026, reborn exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2. They keep using the word reborn. I'm telling you, they're not using that word for a remake. They're specifically using that word every time they talk about it. I'm fairly certain it's a reimagining. If it was a straight up remake, I think that I really do. I think that's all they would say. I think they'd just say, yeah, it's a remake. And the fact that twice in their presser they're stressing that it's for a new generation. He may be onto something. Legit Gaming Leak says the new Ocarina of Time title could be related to the game with the same name from 1998. That guy's a freaking genius. An absolute genius. The official tweet from Nintendo Europe says, A Legend Reborn. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is coming to Nintendo Switch 2 later this year. Reborn doesn't mean they're changing things in the game story. No, I don't think they're changing things in the game story. I think they're I don't think they're changing things in the game story, but I think if they reimagine it, it'll be a bigger environment. It'll be a bigger area, bigger world. They'll expand it. Nintendo of America tweeted, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. I think they're saying that word over and over and over and over again. I think they're saying it over and over again because I think it's more than a remake. I think it's gameplay changes, not story changes. Yeah, I think it'll be gameplay changes. Like, it'll be bigger. Combat will be revisited. Tassie just posted an article saying Ocarina of Time is a remake. Does he have info, or is he just going on gut? I mean, I don't know if he has any info. Yeah, he's calling it a remake, but I don't think he has any inside information at Nintendo. You will still be forcibly engaged to the Water Chief's daughter. Okay. Well, we should probably... I think we should shift gears to the new stream. This has been fun. This has been really, really fun. We can't do anything with Destiny just yet. Sitting on the Renegades title screen is not something I'm going to do. So I'm going to pull open... There's a Destiny trailers playlist that I like to use. Hang on one second. Oh, who that is. Okay. Destiny trailers montage. All Destiny trailers. This playlist had like a really good one that I liked. I forget what it was called. We'll do this one. Alright, I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to switch this. Let's do that. Okay, let's get the goal up. Actually, should get your D2 account back? No. Okay. Hang on. We'll take this off too, just in case we use this later. No, unfortunately, we don't really have an inroad with anybody over there. And I am supremely hated by those people that are in like community positions. I rewatched the Quarters of Time Roundtable last night for nostalgia. I missed that era of time. How the frick did you watch that? Did somebody, like, re-upload that or something? We took all of my Destiny content down, unfortunately. All right. Is it a VOD on Twitch? I have no idea. I wonder if he downloaded it. I wish you could play. I recently jumped back into D1 because of you. The community is still very much active and great. Getting to run raids with randoms. I can play D1 no problem. I downloaded it with YouTube DL back then. There you go. All right. There's a link to the new stream. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, having a bunch of support for the next couple hours is going to mean a lot to me. So I know a lot of you were here for Nintendo or Zelda or whatever, and you're bouncing. Maybe you're not Destiny fans. Show some strong support today, for me, for the game, and for what we're trying to do. We're trying to have positive vibes today. So help us out with that, all right? Now more than ever, I think it's clear that Destiny 3 isn't just wanted, I think it's needed. And yes, despite my weird history with Bungie and Destiny, I am throwing my support behind the game. We will be streaming the game today. I'll just pull it up. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to ban evade, even though the ban's illegitimate. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to promote ban evasion or do that with my account, but I want to show support for the game. I think this game and its community is far bigger and far more important than a small group of people that did what they did 6 years ago. I'm going to end the previous stream, and I'm going to bring folks over with Redirect. We really just want to focus on the game, and we want to focus on why the game is special and why games